Today on the Doctor of Disaster, I'm tired of the gloom and doom that I have to continually talk about. So, we are going to look at some other YouTubers that I watch that may help you in finding more information. I'm a firm believer that we need to make sure that we get good information. So we'll be right back after this. The Doctor of Disaster is a wholly owned subsidiary of Warnick and Associates Incorporated. Don't forget to get your copy of the Doctor of Disaster's book, Emergency Incident Management Systems, at Amazon.com. Hello, everyone. It's the Doctor of Disaster. I am considered a subject matter expert by not one, but two different universities on public safety and public health. So before we get into the discussion, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. According to my analytics, 67% of you that watch my channel don't subscribe. So this hurts not only my channel, but the potential for others to see my videos because YouTube uses an algorithm that goes off of subscribe, like, and comment. That's 3. So if you subscribe, they will put my videos in the search list when you look down. Please help me and help yourself. So today I want to talk about some of the people that I watch to try and get consistent information, good consistent information that's credible. If we look at the lamestream media, it's easy to understand that we're being deceived more often than not. And it's important for us to get good information. So I've gone through this series of things where I look at scholarly articles, which takes research. I look at YouTube channels that do the investigation, and I look at a multitude, and I do say a multitude, of information from the internet from credible sources. Let's start off with the Tatum Report. The Tatum Report is pretty much non-biased information that is put out online from information that they've checked. And the founder of the Tatum Report is Brandon Tatum. Now, Brandon also has a YouTube channel that I watch called The Officer Tatum. And for the most part, he is spot on. There's a couple of things that I disagree with, but beyond that, there's very little that I would say negative about him. And most of that revolves around face masks.
Louis Vuitton, Macy's, Best Buy. I mean, you go down the list. They pulling up in trucks. They already pre-planned this, ladies and gentlemen. But their excuse is that there was an officer-involved incident that left the brother, you know what, just like, I mean, but they don't care about all the other brothers laying there and kids. But for some reason, this officer involved incident left the brother, you know what? And let me tell you, I hoped, I ain't gonna lie, I was praying that this was an unjustified situation. I pray that it's wrong. I pray that the officers are wrong, given the fact of the way these fools are acting. But as we know, as we see, once again, there's nothing wrong with what the officers done. So ladies and gentlemen, let me walk you through what happened because I got the scoop on it. So the officers get called to a man with a firearm, a man with a gun call. They get there. What does the idiot do? They find a guy matching the description. What does he do? He runs from the police. He turns and shoots at the police. So, ladies and gentlemen, 2 + 2 is 4. You shoot at a police officer, you get shot. I don't know how hard that mathematical equation is. But he's running, he's shooting at the police. They return fire. The brother perishes. Now you know them dumb, you know what's, decide they gonna come out the house. They had to shoot him. He was 15. They ain't even do that. They ain't even know what they were doing. They ain't had to do that. Can y'all stop being stupid for 35 seconds? Always defending people who are indefensible. But y'all just out doing it on a day-to-day basis. And you expect people to respect you or your community. You gotta be the stupidest person in the world that every time one of these incidents happen and the Negro is wrong, y'all still out there looting, burning your own city down.
He is a man of integrity. The second one I'd like to bring up is ABL, also known as Anthony B. Logan. This man has more common sense than most people you will ever see. He is very humble. He's a very smart man. And he's a conservative.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today I bring you a very sad and very confusing story coming out of Wilson, North Carolina, which is about an hour east of Raleigh, North Carolina. A 5-year-old boy by the name of Cannon Hennant was shot at point-blank range by his next-door neighbor, a 25-year-old man by the name of Darius Sessoms. Now, this incident happened right around 5:30 p.m., so it was plenty of daylight to see what was happening. Unfortunately, Cannon's 7 and 8-year-old siblings witnessed the shooting, and Cannon's father, I'm not sure if he saw it, but he rushed out from where he was and went to go get the boy. They took him to the hospital. They tried to save him, but unfortunately, he was not able to be saved, and he has passed away. They did apprehend the shooter about a half hour north in Goldsboro. Now, to address the elephant in the room before we go any further, Cannon was white, and the shooter, Darius, is black. Now, I'm not sure if the mainstream media will cover this story too much because of what I just said. And it's sad, really, the race shouldn't matter. To me, the race does not matter. I don't care what color you are. All I see is a 5-year-old innocent boy and a 25-year-old murderer. That's all I really see. I don't see anything else. But of course, the media are not really going to cover it as much as what they would if the races were reversed. Imagine if you had a 25-year-old white man and a 5-year-old black boy. This would be like Dylan Roof. It'd be considered, white supremacy and the Klan coming back. It'd be framed in that sense rather than it being senseless.
So he doesn't go for what the lamestream media wants to talk about. He talks about what is important to us. And I absolutely love ABL. Absolutely a man of integrity and absolutely honest. You won't find any better. I also want to bring up Craig Sawyer, also known as the Sawman. Craig Sawyer is a former Navy SEAL who is very active in ending human trafficking. And he has issued challenges to Antifa and BLM.
And I am issuing a challenge to Antifa, BLM, and INFAC, although probably not the kind of challenge you may have expected. But I'm going to break down for you exactly how you have been lied to, and I've been lied to as well. There's a lot to know. I'm going to break it down for you. Stay with me. By the end of this chat, you're going to understand a lot of how we've all been played by some very, very evil people. And I've got some solutions. So if you're not scared, hang in here. I'm going to walk you through some things. How about you? So right now, we're all being told that we have to hate each other, that there's massive injustice and there's absolute inequality, that racism is worse than ever. It's a horrible thing. Well, 15 years ago, I wasn't hearing much of anything about racism. It seemed like we had come so far. Things were going so well. And but at that time, I was working in an intelligence agency. And for you, those of you that may not know who I am, why am I calling you out and challenging you? Like, who am I listening to? Who's this Sawman guy? Well, Christian, American patriot from Texas, served in the Marine Corps, SEAL team, DevGru operator, Navy SEAL sniper, federal law enforcement agent, high threat mobile security agent in charge over the war zones, protecting our diplomatic officials and intelligence community officials in the war zones. I did some film and television work, and now I run a nonprofit organization going against child traffickers that, by the way, are hunting your children as well as mine. So that's my background, and that's kind of my perspective as an American citizen and patriot watching this. So I've seen inside of a lot of different agencies, and I know a lot of high-ranking, very powerful officials that have been through a lot of historic dealings and a lot of situations where there's been a lot of deceit and a lot of people have been lied to.
And what he says is very true. There are a ton of patriots that are currently sitting back, watching and waiting. And if needed, they will come out. We also have the conservative guy. This is a guy that I go to. Once again, integrity's there, honesty is there, not afraid to call an issue out. And he has some good music in the background, usually. Once in a while I find one that I don't like, but that's minor. And he brings a different perspective because he was on the other side of the law and then became a conservative. And now he sees both sides very clearly. And he came from the hood.
All right, so y'all seen it there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saw the video. Y'all seen how to move. They treating us on YouTube. We can't really vocalize the truth. So again, I can't stress it anymore. Everything that y'all donate, whether it be to my channel, any channel, whether you like the video, share the video, all this is contribution to us generating our message going across a larger platform of people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the idea that we want to push across as conservatives. Whether you got the bread to donate, whoop-de-whoop, all of the donations is greatly appreciated. If you don't have it like that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then hit that share button and share the message so, you know what I'm saying, we can get it all out. But yo, let's get into this Black Lives Matter thing. So yo, real quick, wait, I'm gonna show y'all the video right now, right? But before, you know what I'm saying, I dive in the video, let's point out a few things. Now, first off, they look like they in a little upper scale community, and they look like they trying to pull the same antics that happens in a lot of the inner city living. They trying to pull the same antics out right now, more in the suburban life. But the suburban community is a little bit more put on, and they know what's up, you know what I'm saying? So what you're gonna see in this video is you're gonna see this lady start wilding out, you know what I'm saying, on the whole little protesters deal and all of that, this, that, and the third. And not only is she wilding out, bro, she's white. She knows, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about what she's talking about. If you listen clearly, you know, she knows a little boundaries, like, you know, don't come up on her property, this, that, and the third. And that's what they like to do. They like to invade, just like they did the St. Louis couple. You know, they like to get all in your stuff. And she's like, yo, don't come in on my property, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. And they actually have 12 come in, right? So 12 comes in. You can see 12 is extra nice with this lady because he knows, you know what I'm saying? He knows. And it's funny because the protesters is calling 12 but they more so against them coming through. So when they do come through, you can see that, you know what I'm saying? It looked like 12 is more on the lady side. He's more like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Calm, cool, hush. He's trying to keep her quiet, but you could see that the level of energy that he's bringing is definitely like, yo, he's like, yo, I know you speaking truth right now, but I got to play this role. So I'm going to just do what I'm doing, this, that, and the third. And y'all going to see how it unfolds, man. Roll the clip. Y'all know what it is.
And the conservative guy is a person who will help you look at that different perspective if you're from the inner city. He currently lives in California and he's a conservative. So he's very, yeah. He gives me a lot of insights. And he's also a member or a subscriber of the Doctor of Disaster. Let's talk about Jericho Green. If you don't like swearing, you don't want to listen to Jericho Green because he calls it the way it is, and he's not afraid to call people out. Very honest, very sincere. All of these are sincere people. They really are. And they believe in conservative values. So, you know, these are people that you should really watch. Let's see, who else do I watch? Goodness, there's so many of them. The thing to remember when you watch these channels is that you need to separate opinion from fact. And most of the time, these people that I have just given the green light to, they tell you when it's opinion and when it's not. We need to know the truth, not how it's presented by someone else. So I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope the little clips that I put in were helpful. These are all people that I trust. And you have to make your own decision whether you trust them or not. And that's fine. I'd also like to bring up, if you have people that you trust to give solid, unbiased opinions or who provide good proof, please share them in the comments below, because I'm always looking for more resources, and I'm also looking for more people to watch on YouTube. So let me know. We're all in this together, and I am bound and determined to get the word out about people that tell the truth and have integrity. Thank you much. See you next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Have a great day. The Doctor of Disaster is a wholly owned subsidiary of Warnick & Associates Incorporated.